Ladies and gentlemen, PvP is much better than fighting an AI in any game, and to that end, long have we sought the perfect competitive rule set. And longer we shall wait, for today we embark on the rising Wesnoth meta, Monotroop Random. The rules are simple. Select a random faction and hero, and only recruit units that are the same as your hero. The map we played on has two sides which merge a few turns into the game, which gives time to set up and build the tension over what unit the other player is stuck with. I came up with a rough plan. I'd smash through the northern front and leave a small rear guard to deal with my foe in the south. So, the walls dropped, and I found that my opponent also had this idea. But before we go any further, we need to talk about the matchup. Poacher versus Mage, and not the worst matchup out there. Chaotic and Lawful create separate times a day where each side is strong. The Magi hit harder than Poachers in range, but not in melee. Balancing out, Magi cost more, require more XP to level, and have slightly less HP. Overall, I'd say it's a fairly even match. Magi have a small advantage given their ranged magic attack that gives them a flat 70% chance to hit, but have to trade units favorably or get outnumbered. With this knowledge and night approaching, I decided to vacate the frontline village. It wasn't worth crippling my army to protect it. By falling back, I force any advance to be under threat of my leader getting hits in, and their reinforcements take longer to join the fight. And as day breaks, I can turn the tables and go on the offensive with my army. As I made my plans, my opponent decided that he was going to hold that village and there was nothing I could do about it. He planted his feet firmly into place. He had a numerical advantage and managed to trade 1-for-1 at the start. But as daytime wore on, my lawful advantage became apparent, and the massacre began. Meanwhile, I ran a mage south on the offense to force him to peel away troops meant for the northern front. A 2v2 can favor me during the day, so the pressure forces him to reinforce, at the expense of my mage's life. The idea is sort of a gambit. With success in both fronts, he didn't get troops back to the northern front until the end of the next night. With that, I could continue putting pressure on him. I came up with one more plan to march my leader alongside my new army in the south to close out this game. And as day breaks, the lawful bonus applies once more, and the slaughter of poachers return. Mages are crazy strong here, and thankfully the daytime means we don't take as much retaliation damage from the poachers. I secured a level up in the northern front, and seeing his leader move to the northern castle as night approached, I decided to dip and heal, then push with my army in the south. My quick unit surprised him, took the village he thought was secure, and with that final blow, he resigned the match. In hindsight, this was actually a lot more fun of a game mode than I was expecting, and I look forward to the advancement of the meta. I shouldn't have advanced my mage into a different level up for my leader. It feels like a betrayal of the idea. So tack that onto rules for later matches. Until next time, if you want to see more of these Monotroop matchups, please tell me in the comments below.